Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Commerce Lab by Ecomcy, the place of everything related to Amazon FBA, private label, and e-commerce. My name is Vincenzo Toscano, founder and CEO of Ecomcy, and today we bring you Vanessa Hung, which is community ambassador at carbon6, which is an Amazon seller ecosystem to help entrepreneurs succeed at every stage of their Amazon journey. So, Vanessa, it's a pleasure to have you here. How you doing?
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm great. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing great. It's great to have you on board. I think it's been a year since we did an episode together. Long time, right?
Right, long time. I was thinking about that this morning, and I know we had an episode together, and I'm like, I don't want to go back and listen to myself because I feel a year ago I was so dumb.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I love it. I That's one of the things that I love about Amazon. Like it's you are always growing, you're always
Yeah.
getting better and better and better. So I guess that in a year when we do another episode it will be the same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna also laugh about this. I think actually your episode was one of my first one in my channel, so I actually appreciate that. But yes, a long time
Nice.
now. Awesome. So,
Nice.
I mean, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure. To be honest, I'm very excited to learn more about Carbon 6. I mean, I see Carbon 6 all around the world right now, all the events, all the different, things that you can find around the Amazon space. And I think that the value you guys are bringing to the space is very unique, like the amount of software you're bringing to the space, all the unique technology. And I'm very excited to really hear about what you guys have to bring. So, yeah, maybe you can start with what is going on with Carbon 6, what is the goal here, some of the latest tools, because I'm pretty sure our audience, which are mainly Amazon sellers, they're always hungry to learn about what is the latest, you know, software out there to succeed as a seller. And I'm pretty sure you have something there to share with us. Yeah.
Sure. So a bunch of people ask every time, like, what is carbon 6? And I think
I
that's
know.
one of the biggest questions that I'm going to address here. So as you mentioned, we are an ecosystem that helps sellers to succeed in their journey. So right now we are an ecosystem, multi-channel focus. We not only have tools for Amazon, we also have tools for Walmart. So
Okay.
what we're gonna be is that stop where the seller that is selling in different channels or different platforms can go and just plug in their account or plug in their business and be ready to go and be ready to have success. Okay,
Yeah.
so because of that, we have several areas that we cover and several tools for different areas of the business. So we have on the more beginner side and on smaller scale, we have print of on demand, which
Yeah.
is pretty much the tool that we have there for people that are in that business model.
Nice.
We then
Okay.
have some tools for wholesale, like Scan Unlimited,
Mm-hmm.
and other tools. So some of our tools also apply for wholesale, but then
Yeah.
we have the whole bubble or the whole ecosystem of what we like, or of the tools for brands.
Yeah.
Okay, brands and whatever you want to call it, private label. So
Of
this
course.
is for people that are building their business based on their own product. So with that, we have several tools that are going to help you in the area of inventory management. We have stock, PPC, we have PPC and trash and some tools for alerts and dashboards and things like that. We have managed by stats. We have
Mm.
ANC alert. We have seller tools for keyword research. We for advertising outside traffic of Amazon. We have Pixel Me,
Yeah.
and every
The whole
day
thing.
we have
The
more
whole
coming.
yard.
Yeah. And the other one that helps with everybody or to every business model that is selling in FBA is seller
Yeah.
investigators, which is
Yeah.
probably the most recognized one, like
Yes.
that you have seen this year or last year when we acquired seller investigators. That was
Yeah.
like the big splash,
Yes.
because that's basically the tool that any FBA seller can use, right?
Okay.
You just need to have a business that is sending inventory to FBA to be able to recover money from Amazon with their reimbursements.
I see.
So yeah,
So basically,
that
I guess the
and
tool helps you to find money, the Amazon oil, right?
yeah, correct. That's what seller investigators does. So if somebody's listening and they are using FBA and you don't know what reimbursements is, then you could be sitting potentially in a lot of money, because when we
Mm.
send inventory to FBA, Amazon loses or damage our inventory. So that's where seller investigators comes in, open cases, and do all of the due diligence to get you the reimbursement that you deserve, or the reimbursement that you're entitled to get based
Yes.
on that things that Amazon do. So yeah, that's probably the most popular one, the one that everybody loves. We have an amazing dashboard. It's the most transparent out there in the ecosystem. And one of the things that I like the most about seller investigators, that to my knowledge competes, or that feature does not compete with anybody because nobody else have it, is that, you know, Vincenzo, that those cases where you file a case with Amazon, let's say
Yes.
that you're
Mhm.
missing 100 units, you file a case, Amazon give you the money back, right, for those units that were lost.
Yeah.
But then at one point, like 3 months down the road, they find the inventory,
Yeah.
which you don't know
I
how
know.
that happened. But then they
Yeah.
found 100
Magically,
units, and then
magically.
they take, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they take your money away, they take the money out of your payments, and then they put 100 units on your inventory. But what happened is that with other service providers, once they charge you a percentage for that reimbursement, it
Yeah.
could go any percentage, whatever, depending on the volume, on all of the different things. But let's say that they charge you the 25%. That's their cut. They're gonna
Okay.
get the 25%, and then when Amazon takes the money away, this service provider is not gonna, refund you that money. The
I
cool thing
see.
about seller investigators, and I really appreciate it, because the idea of having an auditor in your account to audit Amazon is that you don't need to audit them, right?
Yes, of
And
course.
it's that they keep tracking reimbursement in perpetuity until, if obviously the time to get a chargeback from Amazon it's
Hmm.
over, or Amazon finds the inventory and they take the money out, they will credit you for the commission that they got out of that.
I see.
So that's to
Okay.
me something that nobody else does. It is
That's
super
very
important
interesting.
because,
I bet a lot of people
yeah,
don't think about that small thing, and that's a lot of money you could be leaving on the table. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. It's a lot of money that Amazon is, it's taking back again from you, and then the other service
And let's
provider
be
already
honest, most
charged you.
sellers,
So
when you're selling thousands of units, you're not gonna realize those small transactions, and that's where you lose the money. You see? Yeah.
that's the
So
thing. That's the
yeah,
thing. So to me, that's the favorite part. But going back to the whole ecosystem,
yeah,
the thing is that we want to create a platform for any seller to come in and find the solutions they need and find the support they are looking for. And that's
nice.
probably to your journey, and you as an agency owner, you know that being a seller is not easy, and
Yeah.
you need a lot of support, that you need to have a lot of, other parties helping you, like say agencies or
Hmm.
other people. This is where currencies comes in with the community to support you with questions, and with the right tools, the right knowledge, and the tool. So it makes the journey less lonely for anybody in the ecosystem. It says like the agency owner that needs to bring success to their clients, or the seller that is looking to excel at their job.
Yes.
And now the more we go into 2023 and moving forward, I think the Amazon space, it's getting, and it will keep getting more complex and complex, right?
Yes.
So because of that, we need the right tools, we need to have the right knowledge, we need to know the right people. So that's what carbon6 is putting together, which to
Yes.
me was the thing that made me come in and say like, okay, I'm gonna be part of this, which is
Hmm.
something bigger than myself or my content. And this is amazing. Bringing
Yes.
people together is the most special thing that we have, and that we will keep doing.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I totally agree with you. I feel like even myself, as a seller, when you have all these things that happen around your business, before Carbon 6, you needed to basically jump across multiple solutions. It wasn't really a one-stop solution. You need to deal with different software, different agencies, etc. Now the fact that you can have one single stop, and then you can be taken care of in all these different areas, which, as you are saying, every single day Amazon releases more complexity when it comes to managing the business, and having this, one single basically ecosystem that you get in, and you have all the solutions in one table. I think it's going to be game changer, especially for those businesses that want to scale. I want to make things as simple as possible for their team and themselves. So I think it's definitely something game changer. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the time that we spend as sellers and operators of accounts, the time we spend putting together dashboards and
I know.
reports on top of
Mm,
numbers and this and that. So that creates a super complex system on top of the complexity of Amazon.
yeah.
It creates more complexity, and most of the times, the things that we're seeing are not necessarily the most accurate, right?
Yeah.
So when we jump from one tool to another tool that are not connected, they're not talking to each other, that becomes difficult. So in 2023, that is the biggest release that we're doing as an ecosystem. We're doing the whole experience in a hub. And the hub will be with one email, with one password. You're gonna get into Carbon 6,
I
and
see.
from there you can choose your tool. You can choose the area that you want to focus and get the specific technology for that area. So let's say that you get into Carbon 6 and you want to do inventory management, you will go to
Mm-hmm.
the stock section. Right
I see.
now, we have something, we're working towards that. We have now single sign-on, but still all the tools feel and look a little bit different. So we
Yes.
are getting to that point of synergy with everything feels the
Everything's
same,
in one
everything looks the
dashboard,
same.
basically. Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
I see what you mean.
So that
Hmm.
to me, it is a huge disruption to the space
Yeah.
because nobody else have it. And that's the thing. Simplifying success is our goal, our big slogan, and that's really what we stand for. Because the
Yeah.
idea is that you optimize your time to focus on the things that matter to your business,
Hmm.
not the time that you need to spend making sense of dashboards or
Yeah.
connecting different areas of the business together.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I think, yes, I can't wait to see that, because I totally agree that right now in the space, the only solution is to use, multiple options here and there, but then it becomes a mess when it comes to, transferring data from one tool to another. So I think for sure, once that thing that you're mentioning comes into play, that's gonna be something unique, because I get this from my clients all the time. Like sometimes we recommend tools to them, but I say, "Oh, how many tools do I need to have on my dashboard when it comes to logging to different websites and all of that?" So I think for sure people is looking for that, and I think you guys are doing an amazing job with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
As,
And one thing that I'm super excited about too is a project that I'm leading internally at Carbon 6, which is the audit.
interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, as you know, in tools like Seller Investigators,
Yeah.
that's a tool that has an audit. You will
Okay.
sign up for free. You can go to the website or sign up with your link. You can sign up, and basically the technology and the team will go into the account and audit what is that's going on there and what's the potential of reimbursements that you have.
Sure.
Okay. So
Hmm.
basically we are focusing right now is like, hey, what can we do to make a profitability audit so we can tell sellers where they are losing money or they might be losing money based on wrong decisions or wrong things that they're doing.
Yeah.
So we started with that, and it was a huge success, right? People love it. They trust the numbers. They were seeing how the comparison between other service providers was like huge. So now we took that concept and applied to other tools. So we are building a journey that starts with your reimbursements on your audit. We'll
Hmm.
follow with inventory and what is that you're doing in your inventory to prevent or that is making you lose money due out of stockouts or
Okay.
overstock. Those are the
Okay.
biggest things.
Yeah.
And then with PPC, what is that you're doing on your advertising campaigns, what is the keywords that you're wasting money, spending money but not getting anything back, or what are the strategies that are you doing there that makes you waste money.
Yeah.
So basically, once you get into the audit journey and the profitability journey, you will start recovering money little by little. So you start with the reimbursement, and that's literally automatic money into your pocket, because the cases on getting money back from Amazon doesn't take a lot of time. Then when you get the stock, which is the inventory side of things, they will tell you like, hey, this is how much ASINs you have at risk of stockouts. This is how much it's gonna cost you if you stock out for 30 days. This is your over or storage. When you send too much,
we can edit that. Don't worry.
Yeah, when you send too much inventory.
Overstock. Yeah.
Overstock. When you so I said it wrong then. So the first part but
you can repeat. You can restart the idea. Sí. Restart the idea y la corto. No pasa nada.
Okay. So the second part of the audit is the inventory section, which is provided by SoStock, our inventory management tool. And basically, that audit will tell you when you are at risk of losing money due out of stockouts. When you lose inventory, you don't have more inventory in your FBA, or when you have overstock, when you need to pay for storage fees, and that stacks up, especially in 2023, they make that super difficult. Yeah, it's crazy. So we will see those areas, and we will tell you, okay, this is what you could be saving the money you could be saving by doing these things, right?
Okay.
And the last part is the PPC, which to me is the most exciting of all, because I never seen something like it. It is a super cool framework, and basically it will detect in your campaigns what are the keywords that are below a threshold. I honestly, I don't know a lot about PPC, but I could tell you if you are expending more than, let's say, $30. This is an example. I don't really know what is the threshold, but let's say $30 and you're not converting, and that campaign is being running for the last 60 days. So once we detect those behaviors, we will tell you like, hey, these are the keywords that are wrong. These are the things that you need to improve. And this is, for example, let's say that you're doing sponsored products or sponsored brands and sponsored videos. We are going to audit each of them, each area, and we'll compare between those to let you know where is that you're having the most amount of success, right? Which one is the most efficient? So you can focus that there. At the end of the day, you're going to get out from every single report, from every single stage of the audit, you're going to get out with a document for you to implement these changes in your business. So you can do it yourself, you can do it manually, your team can do it, or you can do it with our tools, right? So for the program with seller investigators, obviously you hire them and they will do your reimbursements. With SoStock, what you get is basically the membership for the tool, and also we're going to pair that with a training. And the training is super important because, as you may know, Vincenzo, inventory management is not a thing that you can turn on and off, right? Supply chain is not something that you can fix. It's not that you wake up one day and you say like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna.
It's not like PPC that you change a bid and that's it. It's something you need to plan.
Exactly. You need to order. There are lead times. There are all of the times that you need to account for. So it gets a little bit more complex when people try to, okay, oh my God, I don't want to lose $1,000 out of stockouts, or I don't want to pay this for overstock. So what do I need to do? So we're going to teach you all of the things. And then the last part with the PPC, you're going to get your list. You could do that manually. If you have a lot of campaigns, it may be better to use PPC and Trash, because the technology has like an AI system where it will know what was in the audit. It will tell you which are the keywords that are wasting money. and
Yeah.
basically you can turn something on and the system will get rid of the waste. So
Mm, okay.
the cool thing about it is that basically out of doing that, you're gonna get money back into your pocket because you're removing the waste so you can keep investing in the right keywords. I honestly
Mm,
don't think that for advertising you're getting money back, because what you would want to do if you already have that budget to advertise for is that you're gonna make those dollars or put those dollars in different keywords, right?
yes,
You want
of
to
course.
allocate them better. So kill the inefficiency and allocate that in a better place. So
Wow.
if everything that I'm saying or is something in any part of the audit journey that I'm talking about, it is appealing to you, for the people that are listening, please,
I
I
mean,
would
it's even
love.
appealing for me as an agency because just to tell you right now, this just opened my mind like this booth. Because for us, we do a lot of audits on clients when we need to, onboard a client, when we need to do a pitch, when we need to present a plan of action, we could potentially even use that as an agency to basically say we did the audit around all your areas. This is what we found, and this is what we're gonna do as a team, as an agency to fix it. So it's
Yes,
even for me, it's already something that I can
100%.
use. So it's definitely sellers can take
Exactly.
advantage as well. Yeah,
A
yeah.
100%. And you are in luck today because you know me. So I am the gatekeeper of
I'm
the
gonna get
audit.
VIP
So
access.
yeah, VIP access. So basically, that's what I have. I have the VIP access to the audit. This is something that is not going to be launched until probably a month and a half to everybody.
Okay,
We are now testing for beta testers, beta accounts.
sure.
So if you're interested, I'm going to leave you here. My email is vanessa@carbon6.io. You
Yeah,
can email in there and say like, hey, Vanessa, I'm interested in the audit. Let me know which part of the audit you're interested, or if you're interested in the whole profitability audit, we can start from the beginning, which is reimbursements, then inventory, then PPC. Honestly, I have never seen anything like that, and I have an agency, right? So I
yeah,
understand what it's like to make an audit on an
yeah.
account before start working, and the
Hmm.
amount of work and time that
Uh,
we need to invest on that.
and then the clients say,
This
I don't want to move forward.
yeah, exactly. So for me, I think this will be a game changer for the
Yeah,
industry. Like people, I believe that in a year or so, people will start talking about like, hey, what were your results in the audit, like, or like
yeah,
how much was this? It will become a thing. So
yeah,
I'm super excited. It's not because um, I'm part of the project. Like besides that, I'm
yeah,
extremely excited. I'm also working with amazing people. Chelsea from Stock, My Cigari
yeah.
from PPC and Trash. We're working with
Top
Casey.
people
We're
in the
working with
space.
a bunch of talented
Yeah,
people in the pro team at Carbon6. And obviously the team at Seller Investigators were the one that gave us like the blueprint of success, because they already have a very successful audit.
yeah,
So we're very excited. And yeah, I hope this, as you Vincenzo saw the value in just this speech, I believe that if we do it in one of your accounts, I expect that you have your mind blown.
yeah. 100%. I mean, just this thing that you just announced, the audit. Even myself, I'm gonna try. So definitely, I'm gonna take advantage of the VIP access there. And when it comes to Cell Investigator, I mean, I also wanna mention that it's so simple because I get this concern sometimes, like, oh, it's gonna be time consuming for me to connect my account and do the audit, this and that. But I mean, even myself, when I try it out, so intuitive, so straight to the point, and as I said, the dashboard does everything very clean for the clients. So yeah, very happy with that. I think the other tool that will be interesting that we can briefly touch, so we can start concluding, will be PixelMe. And the reason why I
Ooh, yeah.
think that's a very interesting tool is because, I mean, we know it. Amazon is getting very competitive. You cannot rely anymore only on PPC. We do a lot of external traffic, and PixelMe is perfect for that, right? So maybe you can tell us a little bit of what is the tool about and how people can also take advantage of this within the ecosystem. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Pixelme is one of those sexy tools. I love it. Actually, today I had a meeting with Clayton, which is the influencer and the one that's leading a lot of projects in that tool.
Okay.
And he was telling me that he's working on some amazing case studies, because one thing that you could do for Pixelme. So for people that don't know what Pixelme is, this is a attribution tool. If you
Mm-hmm.
know, Amazon attribution is when Amazon pays you to drive traffic to the platform. So
Yeah.
you're gonna take people from Google, from Instagram, from Facebook, from TikTok, and you're gonna drive them into your listing to sell more or into your storefront. Okay.
Yeah.
So the tool, what the tool does is basically track all of the traffic. So it's the bridge connecting the external platform and Amazon. You could technically do it manually, but if you do that, you could be losing a lot of like data. And that's the biggest part, because what happened with PixelMe is the first stage is obviously reaching that audience outside of Amazon, doing, as I said, like Instagram, Facebook, Google. Once you do that, the thing is that you want to drive traffic through keywords, right? So you can make the URL, when you do a search, on Amazon and you say like, I don't know, water bottle, and then you click something, Amazon knows that your
You're
click
coming through the keyword.
came from the keyword water bottle. So PixelMe does that. PixelMe can attribute the traffic to a specific keyword, so you can start ranking better. And the case studies that Clayton have and the things that he have been working with and with amazing brands is mind blowing. Like taking somebody from page 10 to being page number 1 just with outside traffic, that's just ridiculous. So that's the first stage. Okay. Then, and the reason why PixelMe is important rather than you doing it yourself in the main dashboard of Google or Facebook is because after they went there, you can retarget that audience. So let's say that I bought the bottle of water. Now I want to buy a bottle of water for my partner, right? Or for my kids or for my family. So I'm going to get retarget because they already know that I purchased, or they already know that I clicked on the listing. I was interested. So then I could retarget those audience. And the big thing about retargeting is that you build audiences in those platforms, and retargeting them is cheaper than acquiring new clicks. So in the long run, outside traffic becomes something super profitable versus what PPC, Amazon PPC is, of course, because you're building that audience. So you don't know them. You won't be able to know like that was Vanessa in the States that bought that at 10 p.m. No, but you know
have the
that
avatar. The avatar, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's a Facebook user. It's a female, and blah blah blah, and all of the data. So that makes you build smarter audiences. And if you start thinking about it, okay, what you do with the data, then you can run surveys. So for example, let's say that you're launching a new line or a new color or a new design. Now you know exactly who your target audience is. So then you can go to other platforms like PICKFU and say like, okay, this is my avatar. I just want to survey them. So it really becomes so clear.
Powerful.
And the data, the results of PixelMe are unbelievable. But one thing that I'll say though is that in order to get to the stage of retargeting and having successful audiences, it takes time. It is not something that you're gonna do in a month.
It's not like PPC that you see the instant gratification. You need to build the database behind.
Yes. So that's why you start with the ranking part, right? You start with the ranking so people find you, you become popular, you have a lot of reviews, you have a lot of user-generated content and stuff like that. And then is where you start building those audiences. So if any of that is interesting to you, also, you can let me know. Email me at Vanessa at Vanessa at carbon6.io. And I can put you in contact with Clayton or somebody on his team to demo the tool to you, and you can start leveraging that. But again, it is fantastic for anybody that has a brand. That's important. You need to have brand registry to do this, and they want to leverage outside traffic. And the cool part, I think I didn't mention this, is once you drive traffic to Amazon and somebody purchase something, Amazon pays you back 10%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that is amazing. Basically, it is traffic that is subsidized by Amazon.
Yeah.
So again,
It's a
the
no-brainer.
profitability there is, yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible. It's incredible.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, thank you very much. To be honest, I'm looking forward as well for those case studies, which I know Clayton is very good with that. But in the meantime, Vanessa, I mean, I want to thank you for being here with me today. I think you did an amazing job explaining why carbon 6 is so important when it comes to, providing value to Amazon sellers. I'm pretty sure all our listeners and watchers are going to take advantage of all the things you just mentioned today. And I just want to say that for those watching, I mean, find Vanessa information on the screen. So that's the QR code. You can scan it and get all the info. Or if you're listening,
Yeah.
just get basically on the description of the podcast. You're going to find all the details there. Vanessa, I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure this is just the beginning because, I mean, you are talking like very exciting things are coming. And I know we need to do more episodes for that. So can't wait for that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.